This is your WW3 News. The so-called case of Famiglia del Bosco, which they had their kids taken away, and there's even voices of these so-called social operators, which are a bunch of scumbags, put them in adoption. And obviously there's no evidence which backs their claims. It's all to destroy a family and turn children into a money-making scheme. We're talking about €400 per kid every day in these so-called NGO structures, which are part of that political and commercial system, which can classify as socialist or communism in a certain way, because these people do reasoning in this type of mentality. Your say does not count. Their one is the only narrative, therefore it's like that. It's a bit like Don Quixote fighting against the windmill, more or less. And it has only exposed this corrupt part of society, which is not from yesterday. It has existed. It's been existing for many, many years. And obviously, all those left-wing governments which have been in power, passing laws, rights of the family, rights of children and stuff like that. It's just probably painting the so-called ground for, this underworld of kidnapping illegally children to be a merchandise of money to turn into. And since when it got exposed, regarding a magistrate, which she said of Apria in Abruzzo, she said kids should be considered as owned by the state. A very, very communist statement, that is. You're a judge and you're spouting out this type of ideology. And why do you think there's a referendum coming around the corner which wants to separate the careers of these magistrates and this type of political ideology, which is incompatible? Probably explains why there are so many children in care. Mind you can add on the top of it solicitors, which are so-called tutors, which they're only there to fill their pockets. Social workers, it's the same shit. And all these so-called NGO structures, old people's homes, care homes, whether it's for disabled or for kids, foster homes, it's all part of the corrupt system, basically, and it's been exposed. And it's a good thing it's been exposed, because if you don't go by their narrative, they can shuffle and they take away your kids. And it takes one of these cunts, like a social worker, talk a load of bullshit, and the judge will believe it. That's what is the point. Backed with no evidence. Her word is good, your word is no good. And you would have thought, social services and all those infrastructures should help people in difficulties. Probably once upon a time it was like that, but they tend to neglect the locals' rights, which i.e. Italians, and they tend to focus on immigrants and refugees. Even that's a big business. Do they take children away from these families which has more problems than the Italian ones, which gypsies, these baby gangs, which do things, they don't do nothing. It's an attack on the traditional family. It's an ideology. It's becoming more like they are reshaping our society towards a globalist collective society, Agenda 2030 and all that stuff. This could be just one of those small pieces of puzzle in the end, which builds up to complete it one day.